Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for your previous likes, comments and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not click on that button and ring the bell so you can get notifications of whenever I'm dropping videos on the channel, which is daily. And now onto the topic of this video, which is about alliance cards in your class manual and the alliance represent function in your alliance menu. So probably if you're from a more advanced, older state and alliance, you'll know what I'm talking about here, guys. But for newer players, maybe this is something you've missed, some functionality in the game that you might have missed or wondered how it works. So let's go first to our class hall. And I'm a raider. So if we go in our class manual, you'll see in your class manual that we do have a few of these rare items here, sections, which are they've got like the hands clasped together. These are your alliance cards, guys. So you're going to get a few of these in your manuals. I believe it's 4. You usually get 4 in each manual. And you can see from this one that it's called Load Increase 1, and there are only 3 points to it, but you get an extra percentage of your raid payload per level that you increase it to. So this would give me 3% raid payload. If we quickly go down as well on the other sections in the Siege Master manual, you can see United Will. That would increase troop resistance by up to 4%. And then we have Ambition, which would increase troop might by up to 4%. And then finally, Barricade Position. So Barricade Position will increase HP for all troops by 3%. Really, really good benefit there. So those are the 4 that you get with Raider. I'm not going to go into each each 4 of each class because I'd have to swap accounts and stuff, and I want to keep the video flowing. But you know, whether you're obviously a Raider, Farmer, Architect or Trader, you're going to get different buffs from these cards. So those are where you'll find them and how you unlock them. And these last ones in your manuals usually have excellent buffs. So this HP one for Raiders is really, really good. And you can usually unlock this around the level 120 if you lose some points off like previous things like XP bonuses. If you don't max those at 10 out of 10. Also things like this, both for organization, I've got that max because it gives me extra tactical might, which I really like. So I would be close to unlocking Barricade Position, but I'm not quite there yet because I'm just coming up to level 115. Now, in terms of how you actually use them, so if you go to your card use page, and you can see that you have an alliance position option. Now, down here in your selection, you have your alliance card. So you generally, most people will just allocate one alliance card to the alliance position. They won't put it in the general position, for instance. But you want to put your card in the alliance position, and if you want to, you can put a second one in the general position. So once you've done that, now, if you come to the alliance menu, you see we have the represent menu as well, like the icon. So you click on this, and there are the 4 sections for Agricultural Scholar, Siege Master for Raiders, Duchess for Traders, and Architect. So if you look now, there are 3 levels of representation in these sections. You have a commander, 2 officers, 2 councillors. Now, depending on your position in the table, you'll get a different percentage of your bonus card, your alliance card activated. So the 1 command person will actually have that buff activated by increased by 120%. So if we look at Siege Master, for example, you've got a Siege Master who is he has got 3%. That card gives him 3% extra HP, for instance, okay? So in this command position, you actually get 3.6% benefit from HP. The 2 officers only give 60% of that value, so that is 1.8%. And then the councillors, even less again, it's only 30%, which the game rounds up to 1%. So if all 5 of these players have that HP bonus maxed at 3 out of 3, then you will actually gain a total of 9% bonus. because between all of these figures, it's 300%. I hope that makes sense to everyone. So you don't just get 5 times 100% of the bonus. It's based on the level that the position you are in the represent section. And the various buffs that you can get. So you can see at the moment in our alliance, we have a HP increase of 5.4%. We're getting 0.9% troop, 0.9% payload raid increase. My fellow players are being a little bit annoying here. This guy shouldn't have joined. We specifically have 5 players that are selected. So what you need to do is, if you're an R5 or an R4, if you're the overseer, for instance, you need to be managing these sections and collating the information from your players who is at the highest levels in each class manual, and you want those guys to be as your representatives, so you're getting the best buffs from them. So for Siege Master, those are the kind of things you're going to see, but ideally you want all 5 of your players actually with this HP boost. If you imagine, most players are looking at around 100% total HP, even for cavalry, and so if you're adding an extra 9%, that is a considerable buff for all of your legions. Don't forget, all of the legions in every single player in the alliance, so that's why it's really key. If we have a look at Agricultural Scholar, the kind of things, as you'd expect, you can get bonuses for lumber gathering and food gathering. Over at Trader, the different cards all impact your Clash of Province scores. So you can see we've got building and gathering selected here, but you can also improve, for instance, recruitment, I think it is, and also tech research. So, and you can increase these buffs by having your charisma cards placed in your own card manual. Those will boost these scores, by the way, because it is the 0.05% times your charisma. So that's what the charisma cards do. Over into Architect. This currently has construction speed activated. So we're getting a plus 6%, well, a 6% reduction in our construction speed. Again, I'm sure you'll all agree, having to use less speed ups is a really good benefit as well. Also in Architect, they have some very, very key Reign of Chaos effects. And I'm going to do a separate video on that just in more detail in my for my Reign of Chaos playlist, where I will talk about that. But they will basically give you benefits regarding your honor buildings, making them cheaper and quicker to build, which is, again, for all of you, as you know, you want to be able to upgrade your honor buildings as quickly as you can, like your base camps. The cheaper they are to build, the quicker you can get your loyalty up. So that also helps. So there are lots of helpful functions that the represent abilities do. You just need to make sure that you have your highest level players activated in those positions, and so as an R4 or an R5, you're just kind of managing those options, managing the people in there so that you're getting the best buffs for your alliance. And you just got to make sure you work your way down those class manuals, send your legions on national quest every day, guys. It really does make a difference and give you some powerful buffs further down the road in your journey through the game. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please do click on that like, and if you have any questions or comments, if you'd like to tell me what your alliance is doing with their represent functions, what are you focusing on and prioritizing on? I'm pretty sure most people, if you're raiders, you are going to be focusing on that HP buff. But I'd be interested to hear what you're all doing. And if you could please share my channel and this video in your alliance chat, province chat, and through Line, WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever you use to communicate with your fellow players in the game, that would be very much appreciated. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.